okwatolera nyakola chinyana however indibwa hale kubwa vende ne byerekola elangerende tukapushingawo erikolya kwa level eri hawo kwa level yatuliko erikolya kwa end level kutsiriri siyaro tunumotolera kwa level engumerera.
Yes. Okay. Thank you Yone Simon mbabitu tukangania but umwa zone 11 umutu arangira that kind of solidarity among the leadership, among the leaders. No Makasese, because I saw Chairperson, I saw Amon and others were really struggling for our teams. Really we appreciate. But now a challenge may be that tomorrow it will be to cover other things. So I don't know, Chairperson, you first give us that scenario, what happened in Bundibujo. I know there are so many things happened in Bundibujo that now today we now get you and we have to discuss these issues. What happened in Bundibujo? Because I saw you posting so many things, a lot of this and that. Even a man tried to even pull out a pistol and want to say, I can shoot you. So I think there's kind of a curfew on that side.
Mr. Giri, thank you. Our viewers, thank you for viewing RWENZORI, listening to RWENZORI TV, watching. Me as a chairperson of FUFA in Kasese, in fact there are very many challenges we got in Bundibujo. You know, me, I like sports. There is nothing I'm getting in sports, but instead I'm investing. When we reached in Bundibujo, I went there with the 3 teams, that is Galactico, Kemilan and Katwe. You know, every step you go in a football, you must get a challenge. And I think I tried my level best to follow my clubs to see that at least, you know, when you have a club and you're a leader, when they see you, players see you, they are in the field, they see you outside, in fact they get morale. And really, I appreciated what my fans and the club's leaders and the players, what they did in Bundibujo. Yes. Because I think when we go according to the clubs which were in Bundibujo, Kasese may be the best one. Because our team was all of them 3 reached in the quarterfinals. That was UK Milan, which moved out in the quarterfinals, and it was in the penalties. And Galactico went to semi-finals. You know, the problem was they made us together to play each other, that is Katua and Galactico. So that one is obviously one team will have to do what? To go out. We have a challenges of licenses. I think even those viewers, those managers of mine who are watching us now, that's what I always talk about in the radio, about in the meeting, licensing players. We got a challenge of licensing players. My clubs, my managers are reluctant. When time comes now, like 1 week to kick off, that's now when they start. Chairman, this and this, A, B, C, D. So you find there, you find you get like 15, no, even not 15, 13 players which are in the dashboard. And the rest are not there. So when you are going for Zono, the less you must be having is 15 players.
On the dashboard?
In the dashboard, no, even the licenses. If you have less than 15, even you're not supposed to go to go and play Zono. But we struggled in all means, seeing that our teams qualifies for Zono. Reaching there, we got a challenge because, you know, people think that because of the powers they have in the government, they can win each and everything. And for us, we know the powers of what? Of football. When we reached there, it was Galactico playing a team called the... it is in Bunyangabo here. It is not Bunyangabo United. It is called the... Wika something. The owner of the club is a policeman, a DPC of Bunyangabo. So when we played, after playing, he went and made what? Petition. That we have tubers, what. We went for the petition. Reaching there, we also made our petition because he was also having a tuba. yes, we have our players, but only that they were not in the what? In the system. But for him, he went and brought players which are even playing a big league. You see? So, way after winning him, he made the petition. After making the petition, he went and sitting down, he went and brought papers. And now for him, he thought that what? We don't know all about the papers. The papers he brought was for a long time ago. So when he brought, he gave to those bosses of ours, they say, okay, you delegate and the chairperson, you first see those licenses, the papers for the transfer. When we saw the transfer, checking in the system, we found the player was still for Kitara. And again, he was playing for that team. So we asked the chairman, he said, how comes that the player still we checked in the system, he is still active, and again he's playing for this team? How comes? So there, I think my delegate took a peek. You know, we do things now with evidence. You know, with the football, if you don't follow up, things are bad. I can't lie you. So after taking a peek of the paper of the transfer, so I think those organizers of those bosses of ours, regional leaders, they know that even that thing was fake. But I think I don't know whether they got kitu kidogo from that man there. So when delegates took the peek there, they got suspicious, because we know that if you fail from here, we are going to start from up now. They said that you delete what the delegate did, moved out with what? With that snap, and he went. So here it became small look of you. Then the chairman said that we have attacked him. What? He was asking another chairman to take over. So when the chairman took over, another chairman took over as in that petition. For us, our players, they never had any club before. That is our advantage. But for the other club, he's called Nyauka. He's called Afande Wanyauka, something like that.
Yeah, it's called Nyauka.
Afande Nyauka. So when those people, our leaders, when they saw that the player is from Kitara region, I think it's a big league. When we get that information very well, that they want to be the problem. How can you give a player a license until when he's still active in another club? So what we did, the chairman who came, the new chairman Kale, said, okay, according to your petitions, they are all dismissed. Remember, we had already hammered them in penalty. Galactico hammering that team. So they took the decision. They said, Galactico, dismissed everything. Galactico, you're going to play your semi-finals. So in playing semi-finals, that man, because he has the powers of the government, he went and attacked that officer who allowed us to go and play the semi-finals or semi-finals. So when he went and attacked the official, we were like, why? Why are you attacking the official? He has taken his decisions. So the man wanted to fight us. That's how you see any chaos. Everything was all berserk. We protected those officials as we also protected our clubs. So that's what went in Bundibuju. But at least I think since I came to I can say the power of football.
Yes, that
office. I think I'm seeing there is some small. You know, there is whereby you work for people and they don't appreciate.
Yeah, there is some change.
I don't know.
There is some change.
Because to me, when I came, I found Wera Boys with the cup. That is the regional league.
Yes.
I defended it by Pondo Villa.
Again,
I have defended it.
That is where.
That is Katoi. So it means at least in the 2 seasons, I've tried my level best. And
you were following those clubs?
Up to we went there, I slept there 2 days in Ubundubujo, closing my shop, my businesses, but because of the love of the game, I went to Ubundubujo, using my fuel. But you know the problem is one. People think that you're a chairman, you have each and everything.
But before you came in the office, things were not going on like.
Remember, we had no
way of explaining.
We had no office. 50 clubs, 50 divisions. Clubs.
So
they could play in the paper. You don't see the physical games. They could play that's that regime of Done. They could play in papers.
They
send papers saying that this came Milan and Railway they have played. they send them, but when there is no physical game. But now when I came to power, at least we tried at least to convince those clubs, and even people didn't know that there is 50 division. But when I came to sports, at least I'm seeing now we are playing 50 division, and even cups were not there. Now at least I've tried lobbying cups. And I
saw that is a big difference now in in leadership of
sports. Yeah, it's a big leadership, but for me, I'm feeling like sometimes it's a challenge to me. Like you see, like when I'm sorry to touch in that part, we had not reached there. That one of drama. When we lost in Rukunjiri, people start attacking me. Chairman, you see, you are people, what, that and that. So I also lose the morale. I was like, hey, if it's like that, I can leave the office for you people, and you also do what? You start from there. First of all, one thing is, in that management of province, I'm not there. Mine, I'm in the district league area. In the management, I'm not there. But I'm surprisingly getting people from province coming and attacking me, saying that, you see, you are people, this and this. Really, Mr. G, that one, it also hurts me.
No, you know, when you in the office, you have to expect that. People will just, because they have seen you're now at least trying to do something, and people, they are not happy. So they also, you expect those challenges. But now back to Simon. Simon, I know it's a challenges, and because students can challenges locally, to consider resolving those challenges for worse and for all. Umwe uri mumpire kasese umwe nge leadership esikasi ya nicha ichiyeke chess echikwangara ndi chairperson yoto no hiride chikintu tichirangiro upira utakabisi ya on map
wasinja kutsebo inje ngana situ nomusibana wa Mr. G tukaba tunumukanya kulanda rosiki siwe nditukamwana kutsebo naye nawuti ebe kamulema, but at least averikola more good than harm. Kusikikera kunde at least we have some errors we compare to in the area eyemyaka 10 ekuna kuchasika hendo as the chairperson know you owemyaka 2 at least we have some story to tell in a way that at least for the first time in history Kasese district mutuka na unza district league etimu yama yange natunge chikopo yama yange natunga no mudali chinonga ndo kwacho Mr. G nesa nonga na bulango kuna ngatisobarera abantu. Do you know that inje nga Simon, in fact the only eyewitness we wange nabuli wabulia Morris Bronken iwa bulia Jessica Hendo himself, iwa bulia JB one of the directors nanga ni 5 star unache sindri na natevile ku 2 goals in the district league finals. Iwa bulia na Gaddafi 2 goals omwa final ya district league kemelane katole chikopo bitu singuti na hana gasinyo miziria singuti mudali enda muna fara chikopo echo in fact na chidima naye ni yaga ni so singuti mudali singuti any story to tell when I tell the guys tena coach atikati we wana woman but for the first time this time in the district league mu ya where on top of that abana bamane chikopo and they were awarded some medals. At least you have a story to tell. Banange na samba ne tutuka mu final amudali gugu champion.
I even scored 2 goals.
I even scored kati story nyuma. Na yetu mi kakubulire the story kati okugamba story nja kugamba ko gendo buze Gaddafi. Gendo buze gundi chidima yalo by that time was a secretary. FA secretary. Gendo buze Morris because Morris is one of the guys who gave us a threat. We were in the semi-final. Amasa Sampera Enyakwini. By that time it was Enyakwini, not Nyake ya it was Enyakwini. So Twatwa Surya 1 goal. Neremore Siamasa, you know, is from that side. I was like, our home teams are Yamamba, license, will be a license, Yamingeramu, Ramatu Surya Mut 1-1. paka trauma no msia penalty trauma basingiro msia penalty so trauma ihamba ne timu ye nange ye yo kwa mwaro ko yabya kasenyi ye kasenyi so ukoko sobaroro mundu akati so there is no any attachment so for this time ngasi mumusya kulasiki eribinyange nalete chikopo indi mwama singe chikopo on top of that aba ni midali nabyenga yindi ko simu yayi because Galactico they were the champions bamathuge medal gold medal Milan runners up bamatfunga a silver nayenganza kubura nanga yoko simu yayi of course it was tukambala nanga yoko simu yayi kwa status yayi my boys were very happy even they forgot kugamba that pain of losing but
okangera necha echebekiremire okwarijimwere
of course abantu bakati akomalangera people have forgot that omupire saheno we should first invest in before we think of
don't eat on
don't eat on a job eat on your job but don't eat on a job so abalume ibo ibakali umubiri
especially yokumubiri
so nere ibobojo isi omundu era salata kamu ichikamu kalera ali inyakanzi nyo mutekemu neri akolechi akalisonya kakalegekana because omudali yo I think it's 5,000 per medal 5,000
so when you calculate
they gave out to 20 medals per team so wamabara
a lot of money
from a Siko's pocket maybe even with the delegate in Overlangera even the partners the likes of Frigo na itukamusima kutsebo so iwalangerende abojo betu baba botsara kutsi so aho mwana nayi kwa nyakaka hanaka umasitingiro makamnyati yes aho ngahera siki ya credit aho ngahera siki ya
credit go ahead
ngamwe go ahead then on top of that ichakaniriye ko defending the trophies by the way kasese itroma chitara oma Edward group han kasese we are the best bana watu kuti kasese we are the best when we go always for zone 11 we come with a trophy. All of them champions.
And all of them
almost the two consecutive
and for 3 years. All of them for 3 years we have them.
So I think for the third time I think Kasese district here Masa Chitwala let me say Galactico Milan or any other team gets a bit to joining us. I think it told that to have a Chicago.
I heard that the champions that country is on sale.
That thing I saw it in the group. By the way, I'm so painful.
So what happened to Kasese? Because I remember Kasese Municipal FC. That team was Kasese Municipal FC. Now after losing, they had to sell it to Kato. Now, instead of maintaining that team, because they have really shown us that they can do better than that, again now on sale. I don't know who is the owner, what is the intention of those people in sports. Are they after money? What is the problem?
With the Catway, I can't tell because I also got that information in the group and I never called the CEO or the chairperson of the club. When I got it, I was so pained. You know, it hurts me when I waste my time for 3 days going for Zono. I make sure I fight for you. Then at the end of the day, you sell the club away. It pains me. It means I'm doing nothing. Are you saying? I'm doing nothing. It pains me. I don't know whether they are serious of selling it. I don't know. Because they have never raised me. I just saw it in the group. That's it. For Katwe. And surprisingly, me, they could have at least struggled for one season. They first play, then they see. Because this is the team whereby a district vehicle, bus, they gave them the bus for almost 1 week. This bus was Masa to Kolehauma. Went up to Bundibujo, went to Bundibujo for 1 week.
With those guys.
And with the prayers, they went with, I think those people from the district are praying for them. They came with the cup. And again, they are selling. It's really very, very painful to me.
We need to know who is behind that.
We are going to make a research because I just saw it
It's not a good news. It is tinting the district badly because now you can't win a trophy and then you sell it.
You sell it.
Yeah. Now let's cross to we have the issues of, I know the chairperson is here, we have the issues of the referees. Your referees, most of them, I know, because there is a time when I talk about these referees, I told I know Simon, I was like, some of them, they are not educated, right? And even though we use them, no one can recognize these people. But when we sit with them and tell them, you guys, you know what, you go back to school, or you go and study, so that when you do your work nicely, I know you can be appreciated, and appreciating a referee is to give him a promotion. That's what I know, to me. So people, they caught us badly, but it was a good advice. So, and I know Simon sometimes is always complaining about these guys, the way they conduct themselves whenever they are referring. So I want you to tell us, do you have plans for gazetting these referees? Because sometimes when you gazette them, you say those with the qualification here, those with this here, because so that, you know, when you have a league, you know the referees that you're going to use. And when you have like a friendly match, you can also, do you have that?
You see, yeah, you see, with the referees, my referees, by the way, that is a big challenge to me. It's a very, very big challenge. And that's why sometimes you see me fighting with the chairman of referees. They are all under me, and you find sometimes when I instruct, say, this one I don't want, and this is the same thing, you find it when they are doing it. And I think this season now, last season I tried to control, but at least go in the, let me say, in the district league, 4th division, 5th division, challenges were just little, not as such. You know, most cases I think they do those things in those tournaments, but in the district league at least they improved. And secondly, we have put there some classes, at least in a month, twice. In a month, twice. And now the decision I've taken, even I told the chairman and referees, the decision I took is one. A referee who cannot attend classes is not going to officiate any game of the district league. Because now when the challenge comes there, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
All the clubs are facing me. You see, chairman, your referees, you see this and this, ABC. And now with that one, even I took, you know, there's a whereby you see, I can give an example of Faizo.
Yes.
Is the chairman, regional referees. Faizo. But I ever went and appointed this Tulu. I don't know where you're getting me. Like when you see James Musisa and who? This mayor was what? Lukwago. Aha, that's how things are. You see, Lukwago is just a mayor by name, but in actions, it was aha. So that's how Faizo is to Tulu. Faizo is a chairman, regional, Tulu is the one appointing. Are you saying? So those ones they mostly come when you find the people are weak when you're working with. And that thing I tried to even to reappoint subcommittee. Yeah? And that committee I think could be Hassan Hari. You see, that committee, when I appointed it, people think that now I've removed Begumisa outside, or I'm against Begumisa. But I was doing that one for the love of the game, so that my clubs shouldn't complain. Begumisa is one person who is, let me say, is quiet. He's the chairman, but he doesn't take his decision as a chairman. And Begumisa is someone who, this one I'm open, I'm the chairman of the games.
Yes.
Games are all belong to me. It's me telling him, please, tomorrow I have games. And he's the person who doesn't weigh games. Like Kemilan and Galactico, they are playing. You as a chairman, you are supposed to see, whom should I put there? It's a derby.
Yeah.
But you find bringing a junior referee in such a game. So now when the challenge comes, I become the problem.
Now,
Chairman, you are referees. Chairman, you are referees. They don't blame him. Now they come to me. There is, I think, a game over, it was which game Galactic was playing over him or where. A official of Galactic come and attack me. You wanted to hold me tight.
Chairman, you are the
Chairman, you are referees. Are you seeing your referees what they are doing? And remember, they were having 4 goals. But he went to come and attacked me. Now I ask myself, if they were having like, oh, him is the one having like 3 goals, what would have happened? You see?
Fighting.
So I told him, even not him now, there is a committee. Hassan Hari is the chairperson, retired ex-referee.
Yes.
Is the chairperson. Now Begumisa is supposed to select, and after selecting, he's supposed to report to
submit to the committee.
The committee. Hassan Hari says, say, this game here, this person, you know. Now that's what's going to happen now in this league which are going to start. Say, so and so no. Here getting another person.
Did you appoint referees for before
the referees
hours or go sometimes?
That's why I'm telling you I have a challenge.
Sometimes they appoint referees.
That's why I'm telling you.
To the match.
I have that challenge. That's why I'm saying Begumisa, my chairman for referees, he's so quiet and he's so I can say lazy. Because now when assuming tomorrow is a game, he's supposed to appoint yesterday. So that Mr. G, you're a referee, you find on Sunday you have your program. But Andy, on his heart, he knows that you are going to officiate the game between Galactico and the Railway. So, in the morning calling you, Mr. G, do you know what? There is a game today between Galactico and the Railway, you're going to officiate. And when you find when you are not around, you are in the bus going to Kampala. So reaching at the game time, you find there is no referee. Now they start calling me, Chairman, where are your referees? Where are your referees? That's the challenge I'm getting with the referees. But now, this time along, I have tried my level best. Even I'm recruiting new referees. Now I don't want nonsense of referee. Over you are with a badge, over you are. Even I told them last time we were having a meeting. I told them, you know, before the game kicks off, we are supposed to have like 2 to 3 meetings. Even I know in the last meeting of the clubs, when we are going to kick off, I will call even the chairman, the referees, even with some referees. I tell them, when a referee doesn't attend classes, no game for him. And if I find that referee officiated a game, you know there whereby sometimes you tell someone things and he doesn't pick. There's a time I told Begumisa, I said, this one I don't want. He thought it was a joke. I wrote to region and they called him. Please, I told Pierre, it was Pierre and Razak, they misbehaved. I told them, I don't want those people guys to. They are senior, they are having badges, but I told them not to officiate for at least 3 games. But I found the chairman referee giving them what? Games. So when I saw like he's like ignoring me, I wrote to regional. They forwarded the message to him, said, please, can you get those referees of yours and look for chairman? I see. So now, whether they like or no, when I'm their chairman, they have to follow. I'm going to show them. Because first of all, they are the people who are gaining.
Yeah.
They are the people who are gaining. Me, when they appoint Simon, you go and officiate that game. The little money you'll get there, it's yours, not mine. I don't get anything. But they are getting something. They are getting something. So I don't want nonsense with that one of referee. I think it's what I can brief you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Simon, I want you to briefly I'm a bit of season not list where one controlling it over referee. Is it true? Nekmazema, just a few.
Yes, hatia itwe Mr. G. Sitwatatu mwarero herera abantu bamirenda kunde trukira omwabule buli mundu akiro kumwenzi wewe. Inje tunaungana situkaiko kubwa tuse abarefu areta ndosoma tukabati abarefu bebasome. It's just because of engeri yibakayihamberamu kwasanga refu nyawate imunene isha she game nyakwate iwangese ko yangesa ko red card complaining with a player just because banawota some issues esyama college esyama basera katika nyate ahangesa kwei over game ngesanga ko yamungesa ko red card we kulia. How will it come? Na mabisana ta satanabe, will you just pull the red card out and give it to me? out of blue. So ebintu byose tunamwenda tukabya yaninga in fact ekichamba yakabwa anahikire kwenene esya rango zisya barefu na ana seriousness ya barefu na ba managers kwenene mwika nakola mwika na improving. So nangaberenga saba even next season chibicha necho only that kundi we season yeno ere itwatwa kolire inalangire inangalangire ye game ya between hima na Flyers refu akandike bepaparati game ya mahwa kandi bama byababere yenda na Flyers yabisaininga yabere basasura ke bama bakayikere mambo no the game was not played, now him again you come. So aho no have a vurugu for the whole season yamaleke Flyers ya losing some interest much omwana mwaliki, but so far injinga jingo kwa kemelani kugamba singa watu chende nechina ngabo kwa barefri ne bandu betu bakakolesha sobi na to sometimes tukana yomba na butola biriria iwasanga ngachenga no muyomba assistant wa inyasanya nekura taleka. So bekabya football is a game of emotions.
Yeah, all right, thank you so much. Tulumenda tukakania munga kutukekania bintu byamba ngene kwa local sports and mama Rio Wira isisi ya referees na mebere bakaya bandu ngira mu this season. I know season yangana changing. Season yetu kaingira mu you can give a different question decision because na bera ngai ketunga tuterendero kwa beraero. You have to follow
kana sia club
the rules. Kana club shabrika. So I think this is the way to go. This is the way to go. Lekato ni break tunga subura na songa sama kan Rwenzori province nishituka ya subura nasho ewe charikwa nchuma kisa ushari ndo kwa Rwenzori TV. We coming back.
Sorry sana. Okay. DJ Simanya soda tufunira microphone. Oweso wala tufunira microphone omalala na yo nalabika. Okay. Anna. Batulengeza basambe ngababuza ko nawe. Batulengeza wali. Batulengeza wali. Wali bolonchi nyonyi ndara. Iranga chali wange bado wange twasirunda. You better be kicking off this and of course anti sawa za byapa yo baba andi katochitegera ndala nyindala balete ndariziboka webachitegera kino omusajja gendo nyuko mupira ono amanyido nga yubogere alali tuli basajja nyo kulamusa yubogere bobo manyo bado kugoberera nyo kuva mukasesa isipaka we yatuka mupira choko ya soko kusamba waliwe mitwalo 10 lakini ladies and gentlemen, we are RWENZORI TV. You get to RWENZORI's. We're represented right here, live, loud and clear, Nyakasanga Stadium. And of course, professionals only are going to be broadcasting this. Talking about one. Thank you for loving you, Jeba mwe microphone bo chidamu no ngamba yoyo ngankuwase. Yes, abosi abakaba nakwamire M3 eyayubu. Ahayuka talk about your pocket, your wallet. Ali wanagala okudamu. Abana bali wanakulai, abana kulai. Bonange emabega gaka kuwatuwe gundi. KDFA chairman. Alebwera kiga. Yes. Mwe bali nyanye ne dala bachali bakenda. My best guys, obusajja katulidde walitandike munange awuliriza nasobola okulanga akwatagana omusajja mukulu amanyidwanga ku booli n'atambulako emubiri pato wagubye bakoka balansinge baba nga bopa microphone kamulaba nakutandika mumuzogo nakwatako umaru nakangamuko omutuuze wano kusanga walimu okweteberateberamuko wano munange awuliriza bakapasi wagolokipa embeera bwenso bwezikyayimidde munange awuliriza.
Yes, all right. Thank you so much. Welcome back from that commercial break. Of course, tulioma weekly sport and kwa RWENZORI TV saa munane paka saha mwenda ni dakika 13 etunatulumulanga tukakana kwa issue eshyamba ngene kobya masata local sports. I know abantu bani mwende bakagani bakasimtakanya ku international. I know international yes tukekani yako but international sometimes abantu bani ne bakaba nakwa mi you just kabera ko ndoka baba ndi chama bana chama koleka but I think next Saturday program iteka Saturday tukishatukana kwa issue esaba ngene transfer speculations because it almost has a few days twanga bitu kaenda twangatandika season Premier League, Bundesliga, German, I mean Spanish La Liga, Nation League. So she teams mandas kaura. So I think on Saturday tuka handling that transfer one by one, player by player. So kwa mkweli na umiri today ule handling issues za samba ngene local sports. Na mwa tuka subura tukeni bitu kana kwa issue yaba ngene Rwenzori province. Mwana wangire bepade wakaende the committee must go. The committee should really go. And it was news all over. And which are affecting one of the committee member, which is the media personality, that's Joker. For him to resign immediately. So it is now much higher indication in the fans Maganga very to because now everyone are not resigning as early as that. And still we are still demanding for accountability. Nowhere to be seen here now in 2 weeks. Simon always is telling me that but what is the problem with these guys? They don't want to give accountability, and yet people have contributed money. But now let's Simon issue a result province. What went wrong? I know Rwenzori has big players and players with big names. Kachanchu, Ramadan, Karim, we have Sunday, Moko, Tia, those big names.
Hatia abasamalire betwabo sebalilishe yo Mr. G omupira sibwende it's all about ndi omupira kasambe bawa kwa nani hasa mwachisayi hasa omupira efomu yikatsuka even no dressing room. That's why sometimes wakana kuberambo manager very losing control my dressing room. So omusambirire to musambi weri no kwa pitch
tukitukane I'm sorry tukitukane area ni feeling a new manager maturity. This is Rwenzori. I understand Rwenzori province more than even other players. I'm promising a good results.
Of course, as someone, inyakaba numubiri, those are the words you automatically hear out. Na ino mwanga nyimia hanonga yokona ni of course na konde na ye mulimu kwe mumpade na sikuteke sigena. Of course I cannot do that. Of course buli omwa aba inesubi ukasa out those hopes and I will, because anama berichikola several times kwa club level. So EU area saliu indeed ebibi ebinyo byabinya otinya kolachi inyatubwira. So even right now wamana filinga nga manager omutimu nge Wolves akenda sinya kubura ati I'm here to win trophies or to bring victory okwachisa no, which is not the case. Already now bagage managers for them they are after maintaining the team in Premier League or maybe a man like Brighton iyendo mwa Europe period. So coach wetro kwa binywebyo, those are the words we use in most cases. Ukaba nati ukaba numubiri sindi mu blaming ekiriya. But embera yiriyitre iye trengi tre nge Rwenzori province committee twamana ne morondo kubanza tunemu assemblinga players with big names, morondo wakavere players with big names, morondo wakasatu players with big names. No morondo wakana etwa stretch kola very one ekugambe etwa chikola once etwa yale tabasambi over 35, but already you know your own lineup never player about, because no one you will be such a satre kachanjo akesata sandi akesata so echikale kwa leta babasambi abo si erituliba akatambara nichi. In fact mtu very surprised 15 man scored eye chigezi yiga tusubire tuma bwatu tuyobonde mbwenu byabya masata up to now ni you have maintained. They are now 16. They are 16. So if you see iwaya tabasambia bosi, so tukabuwa, do you know how much money these guys would use? Why should we have a committee?
I know Asiku will say I was not part, but being in the leadership of sports, obviously I have to ask you those questions. Do you have these guys have a committee specifically for selection of players? We are sorry to ask. You may be knowing something about that.
You see, with the province, I can't lie me with the province. I never wanted to involve myself deeply. That's why you see in the groups what I'm not commenting. Me, what I would just say is that one ended. Now let's focus for the coming edition. Because now it's like, let me tell you, it's like, Mr. G, you have milk in your cup and it falls down. Will you get that milk again?
You will not. So
instead, when we make noise, we are not going to get it. What we want. We could just give some advice saying that next edition at least, let's try this. To me, you see the problem is one. What I can say is, coach never had enough time.
That's what's always telling us.
Yeah, with me.
Coach never had time.
Because now I think coach had with those players like something like 2 weeks. And remember, those are the players. I don't know whether he's the one who called them, who selected them, or the management.
But now Moses, I want you to know this, because you have talked about the referees, the ways now we're going to handle referees. Now you're giving the ways after those challenges, and now after knowing the challenges of these guys, now have to come out with a solution. And what I know, we are people they are Masanji, these guys for so long. 4th edition, the same. We have never come out of the group. We put in support, nothing happened. That's why even some fans in the Rukunjiri will come out and was like, for us we are tired.
That one, me as a leader.
And Simon was one of the fans.
You know, when you make a noise now, things will become worse. It's okay if they don't want the leaders, they can demonstrate to everybody is having the leader's phone. Phones are there. You can text, send your message, what, because the way when I saw things in the group, it means that the leaders are a problem to them, to the fans. So to deliver maybe a good results, me as a leader would just say.
But do you believe that in Kasaso have the best players?
Players are there, and if I was the coach, I think next edition, I will talk. Because now I think I'm going to resign.
Why?
I'm going to resign as a chairman. Now why? I know the reason I'm going to resign. I cannot add it out in the air.
So why are you resigning? I'm
going to resign so that also when you're a fan, you can talk. But when you're a leader, there's there's a way you are supposed to limit yourself.
Do you know the reason why these guys are praising you, players and other guys? Because what you're doing, it is transparent. You're doing things that these people are seeing. But when you're doing things when you're hiding in a hidden manner, people will always comment and
put you on. What you should know is we are born differently, and for us from West Nile, that's Arua, we talk openly, and that's why you see we are the defending champions of the province. We love the game, we love sports. My advice. And
I saw you. The committee for Lango resign.
Yeah, those are the things.
They know. So they come from the fans. They know. But now,
now the pressure was there. Now it will be up to the committee, like Joka did. You see, surprisingly, people were talking what they were posting. That committee, they are not Wakonjos. And surprisingly, the real Mukonjo is the one who is resigning. So, I don't know which one is which. Now, who am I going to put there if the Mukonjo is now doing what? Resigning. I see.
Chairman.
I don't Mr.
It's bit logic.
Let me come to you. Chairman, let me come to
the real Mukonjo
resigning. and the other tribes are still there. So
that thing itself, it's showing something to whom to make concern. Omanyi chamani nze bwe nkusanga walinga wagudde okaaba ofa nempulira maybe katugeze kati bwe tukireeta in a way, in a tribalism way, oli wali okaaba mu lulimi lwo olwesimanya ngamba musajja nga bamukubye nempitawo, oli maybe nacha nawulira olulimi lwoyogera nagamba omusajja nga akaaba awulira bubi obwo nga bulumi, ajja kuyamba because awulira byokola ki byoyogera. I think on another hand ye joka ye ng'omuntu ate kati kino ekintu, these leaders of ours, they are not seeing it. Bo bakiraga nti awo nomutitiizi okitegeera, ndowooza bo bakitwala nti mutitiizi, naye ekyo ekintu kiina there is that kiina nga bwe kireflectinga, okitegeera nti ye joka eddoboozi lya bagundi bana beekalakasa yawulira naye bano bo okitegeera up to now. We are requesting in a humble manner.
Mr. Simon, Joka works as a what?
As a PRO.
As a PRO. Now I think Joka could be the best person to deliver us what is in the province. So now why is he resigning before giving us what is inside? Because now
maybe he's also don't.
Chiribwe chiti muzeyi. A PRO ofulumya amawulire ge baba bakuwadde. Gwe tolaba ne bw'osanga bosi nga bada yeetika sente bweziti.
Nainga
togamba nalabye bosi nga yeetika
Simon, let me tell you one thing. When you are resigning, you must tell the reason why you are resigning. You must tell.
He never put it in the
but that's how it's supposed to be. They ask why are you resigning?
Okay, Muzeyi.
That's how it's supposed to be, I think.
So never put it in the resignation letter.
So they just say that he has resigned.
These guys abamutubera nabo. They are our brothers.
You see,
first and foremost, ekisooka kino njakyogera. I myself nali nguteko esimu yange. Joka nagamba omanyi sina data. I think I want to give out information. Sina data. I myself nali kuteko esimu yange. No musajja nga PRO wa province. This guy was there but he was not fully catered for.
He was using
ekyo joka ne bwokimubuuza tasobola kikweka. Abamukuffe abadde atugamba.
He was using his own
means. Akatinike bamu akatino kino kankikubuulire. Gundi wange yaliwo, there is Gaddafi yaliwo. Joka yatuka ekiseera natukira omu ku bakulu. Namugamba sinalya. Ekyo kintu kye kyansinga okunyiiza, natunula namugamba sinalya, yakwata 10,000
pili nagamba genda olye
naziwa Joka kati gwe muzeeyi 2,000 kuliko mmere ki. So waliwo ebintu ebimu bye tulina osirikira naye nga tubiraba kati omuntu wagamba abanga yeejeeko ekintu.
I think now olaba kintu kiri bwe kiti kale sawa zino ndooza abafanizi bakubye bataddeyo karango. I think next edition now, I think there are some changes which are going to be. I don't know, but according to me, there will be some changes.
But you
know, the thing is one, when you're a leader, that's why sometimes people hate me and others like me. Me, when I have something, I just say, Simon, this thing, you have done bad. Open me, I tell you face to face. Because now, when I tell Simon, and Simon comes and tells you, it sounds different. But when I get to Mr. G, say, Mr. G, do you know what? What you did yesterday, it was bad. When I tell you direct, there is no any third person. I think.
But do you believe that funds can cause the dismissal of the referee? I mean, of the coach
committee or the committee? The answer is yes.
Yeah. If the answer is yes, now we don't want these people to resign. But they should put it in the mind that this thing is not ours. It is for the community. And whatever we are doing, we have to be open to these people. So that because sometimes you reach a point and you find you have nothing. But when you're in good books the funds, you can move around and you get something for the team.
That's what you need. By the way, that thing helped me to not be part of Provis. Because, I'm sorry to say that, I think if I could be part of Provis, the good things small I did there, it could be now all Are you seeing it? It helped me. That's why I'm saying that me, I want to resign when people still love me.
I don't resign.
I think that's why now I'm remaining with 2 years.
Because people they need people like Asiku. 5 of them. So you have people like Asiku.
Chirunji buliroyogera nti I want to resign when people still love me. Echo cho chiba chirunji ngo china mondooza yo. But we have people who think they are gods of football here.
You see,
buli lunako ndi mbagamba Mr. Amon begumiza Faizo and Ku. Tuli mbagamba, we are not against them. Nze I don't support tribalism. Kugamba si supporting a tribalism. Naye mbagamba chiri bwetiti. Mubere transparent. Mulaga abantu tibanange tugezaako sibe basambo mupire kisoka. Amoni tagenda mu kisaawe nalemesa golo kunywa. Ekyo tukimanyi. Naye babere transparent. Balaga abantu up to now 2 weeks tona tugamba chicha tujamu tona tugamba ko twakole kitinga
what happened
tona toina ompira kasita
but anyway we don't call chairperson to pinpoint, but yes, it is opinion for these guys. But now just in 1 minute each, I want you say more into you give and also you what could be what should we put in place for Rwenzori province as tunomu winding up.
Wasinja Mr. J inje ngende bwanza bwasima mwasinja ebe mu mutwaka isakano kande ngasaba e committee yetu ye province moleke riyo wa ebinye byatuka wabe nonga tukaso tutebye yakola inje ngasaba chendo chewo mulweyo mwasa mugweri abandu acha bere nichi kande chacha bere bya twanyerane but atwamakola tut erelangerende eche kasubuka kutuchikola tut muzeyi mwaka wati chikopu cha mutika amate yakabya mutika omwabodoma ningo mwabugizi bwawo si ulisuba yaho chikopu echo either akaharani akabwe ewakolakola uti chikopu wechisubyao either wachiao iwakoleche ningo wachitikirira echo cheche tukanza amate abiri utika but utasutramwa wandi at the same real place the asses so
we should change the committee
either changing the committee or they come basi batu buramba no rojo itwe tuneo itwe we are not against them changing a committee yange nane return contribute kachene nokuchi okwane but they should be transparent abantu banze chindu chabo tusoroka ye chikumi mundunya nache ati yes bole chimuchine chinikiriya so Rwenzori nacho ngani mwasinja kutsibu enyaka sanga ineyo mpira owa legends yokwa sayiku mesa enoka yatuka ngani mwasi mulabira ye weekend legends versus railway otherwise checho akapolitike weekend tukakahambira mwasinja kutsibu.
Thank you viewers. In fact, for me mine I just appreciating our fans zero clubs. This time around I'm having very many clubs. I think when you build your thing very well, people come.
So far
I said the other season there were only 5 clubs, 4th division. But last season here there were 8 clubs. But now we are going to have 10 clubs. And now in the 5th division we are having almost more than 10 clubs. So now I thank those clubs really who are appreciating my work. I'll work for them. No, I'll work for them for these 2 years as they are looking for another person. I can just say thank you for listening.
Yeah, Masinja panelists, those are sports analysts and Natuna chairperson of KDFA, really tukasima the work you're doing plus and the committee members really Masinja rangira mutumukere tafari kwa local sports kwa sports hano muleke tubasule hano baitu next time Saturday tukesha yetu ne na kwa Saturday tukisha discussing transfer speculations. Mr. Giz madam, shout out to every person who is watching here. Mwasinja kabisa, we love you so much. Big ups to my producer Jordan. Thank you. The management and every person who loves Rwenzori TV.